It is not. It is a wrong perception that we think that music is haram. I think what needs to be understood is that music which is vulgar, for example, or indecent, that is something which has been proscribed by religion. But music which is not vulgar in any way, it is not immoral in any way, whether it's in the form of songs, whether it's in the form of instrumental music, this is an erroneous misconception. I mean, it's a wrong perception, I would say, and a wrong understanding. Otherwise, you'll not find the Quran in any way prohibiting it. And some of the narratives of the Prophet, which actually seem to think that music is something which is prohibited, is actually talking about certain gatherings in which music was played and almost semi-nude dances would be done by slave girls, and people would drink alcohol and do all sorts of bad things. So it is these particular gatherings which the Prophet actually pointed out and said that, well, if this is what you're going to do, then this is not correct. So basically, it is the ill use of music which is being discussed. Otherwise, I can give you certain examples from the life of the Prophet himself in which he listened to music. For example, this is an incident which is cited in Bukhari, which is a famous book of hadith. It was a day of Eid, and the Prophet was lying on a couch, and there were two girls who were singing a song, a very pleasant song. And Aisha radiallahu anha, the wife of the Prophet, she was in that gathering, she was sitting there. And Abu Bakr, who was her father, he suddenly entered the room and he stopped those girls from singing. And he said that, why are you singing in front of the Prophet? This is satanic. I mean, this is not right. This is the work of a devil. And the Prophet, who had turned his to one side, he was like lying on this side, he turned his side to the other side. He faced Abu Bakr and said, let them play and let them sing. It is the day of Eid. If they are not allowed to sing on this day, then what else would you like me to do? So, and similarly, once he was riding a camel, as was the case in those days. And the camel driver, he started to sing in a very melodious voice, and which actually speeded up the camel. So the camels started to run faster. And the Prophet said, well, sing slowly. If you have to sing, sing slowly, because they're just going to spill whatever is on their backs, and then you'll be left to do nothing. So there are subtle examples, and the Prophet appreciated music, and he never proscribed it. I think what has happened is that there are certain narratives which speak of, as I said, vulgarity which is associated with music, which has been proscribed or prohibited. Otherwise, if you hear healthy music or good music, it's always a way of relaxation. Of course, overindulgence is something which should not be done, and that could be with anything, not just music. It could be sports, it could be any other thing in which you start. I mean, when you start, you don't end. That could be the thing which could be stopped for any other thing as well. But other than that, this is a big misunderstanding.